show both original and translation. Translate to Turkish. Now, okay. We are all set up. Also, your cams and mix are muted after the recording has started. So, Stefana.
No problem. I've started them once again. I will just share the presentation.
Okay,
Actually,
I am stopping the share. Do you have right to share right now?
Yes.
Okay, that's perfect.
Yes, and apparently I can just go for the PowerPoint live as well. It will just take me a few to figure this out. Let us see. Can you see my screen?
I guess we can in a few minutes. It's a black screen right now.
Let me just stop and share again. Maybe it will work better.
I tried to share the presentation.
It's okay. I have the latest version, Liana. That's why I wanted to share. Is it visible?
Yeah, that's perfect right now.
Okay. Let's see what's happening. Can you see it on the full screen now? Yes.
They can also see the subtitles. This seems perfect. I will control it from my telephone and leaving the floor to you. Maybe you may start by presenting yourselves at first, and then we may start with the presentation. Is that okay?
Yes, of course.
It's a pleasure to have you here. Thank you. You are perfect.
Thank you very much for inviting us. It's an honor to be here and to be sitting in front of your class and presenting this this project of ours. I will first invite Liana to present herself. I think, yeah. Go ahead, Liana.
Hi, my name is Liana Stanca. I'm associate professor of Department of Business Information System, and I teach business intelligence and programming language, but I like to teach and research in this area, and I work together with Stefana into a project which was calling AI for Sustainability crowdfunding campaign. So, Stefana, the floor is yours.
Thank you. Hello, everyone. My name is Stefana Belbe. As Liana was just saying, we have been collaborating within my PhD at the Babeș-Bolyai University in Cluj-Napoca, as well as within some research projects, amongst which the FinAI cost action, where we have actually met also Gizeh, your professor. We are currently together part of the Marie Curie doctoral network in digital finance. And this particular project that we are presenting is basically part of the cost action that I was mentioning earlier, but we have continued to collaborate on it even after the action has ended last year. Besides this, I am also working as a data scientist at Endava, which is a company from the IT sector, which is basically working in outsourcing. That means that I'm working for different projects at different moments in time, using different tech stack, everything being related with machine learning or AI. So I think that's it as of introduction for us too. I'll just jump into the slides directly. I added here a subtitle. Basically, what we're looking at right now today is how AI helps identify and support SDG-aligned projects. Let me see. Okay. The full name of the paper that we are currently in review for getting it published is called AI in Quantifying Sustainability Impact on Crowdfunding Outcomes. And the evidence is from SDG aligned campaigns. But first of all, I just want to ask you, I know it might sound dumb, but I would like to get your feeling on AI. Like, how would you define in your own words AI? And I'm sorry, I don't have like I cannot see you right now, but I'm just directing this question to the audience, to the students.
Arkadaşlar, AI ile ilgili düşünceleriniz nedir? I'm translating them in their mother tongue language.
Okay.
So, evet. Yapay zeka denince aklınıza ne geliyor? I guess they are shy.
Just with their own words. It can be two words, 3 words, 1 sentence, whatever.
Robotication and replicating human mimics, and they say it's something good. And
It is good. It's making our lives easier, right?
yeah.
Everyone is using ChatGPT nowadays, right? Everyone is. Okay. I'm using
Everyone.
it as well. Okay. So let's put this on the map. Yeah. So let's just create a theoretical framework of what is it that we are using nowadays. So I have this diagram. I really like this because it's very fuzzy. Like you see those squares that are overlapping on other squares, and it gives a very, very good image of what AI actually encapsulates. So you see here you have artificial intelligence as a big, big square, right? And then inside it, we have machine learning, right? So machine learning, it could be like a part of AI, okay? Because we make automated decisions with machine learning based on the data. So we train an algorithm on our data. We fit a formula on the data that comes from the real world, right? And then we do a prediction. Whenever we do a prediction, we are here at the predictive AI. And you see predictive AI is not just machine learning. Machine learning does indeed some predictive AI, but we also have other types of AI that is not necessarily machine learning. And then we have something else that is called deep learning. Basically, deep learning deals with neural networks. So it's a more sophisticated and advanced subdomain of machine learning. Basically, machine learning has this strategy with neural networks that are supposed to mimic the human brain. Okay. And that by going very, very much into detail, so by creating multiple layers of predictions, okay, it becomes like a dense network. It becomes like a very, very deep network. And what this subdomain of machine learning and artificial intelligence has created was this piece over here, generative AI. And you see here that where these boxes overlap, we have also foundational models. When you hear this, foundational models, you basically refers to large language models that have been trained on billions of data points. Yeah, so there's this big companies out there that have the resources in terms of money, computational resources, and data, and they were able to train big generative AI models, right? to help us with either do some predictions over here. You see here that we have the overlap with the predictive AI, or simply do some generation. So when we do generation, generative AI with foundational models, we are basically referring to, I don't know, generating an image or generating a video, a 3D model, or even text. Yeah, the text that we're generating almost on a daily basis with ChatGPT lies exactly over here in these foundational models. So this is just to pinpoint a bit on what we're going to talk about, because we're going to talk about some foundational models that we've used, and we're going to be calling them large language models just as broadly. Yeah, maybe you already know that there are multiple large language models that have been created by multiple providers. And then we will also be talking about classical machine learning. So some of this area that is over here that is not intersecting with deep learning. Okay, why should we even bother to do this? I'm curious if anyone knows what crowdfunding and sustainability means, like separately. Have you heard of crowdfunding campaigns? Have you studied that or tried it yourself?
They must have. I told them.
Okay, that's good.
But they are not reacting. Crowdfunding nedir arkadaşlar? Veya sürdürülebilirlik? I'm asking them what does crowdfunding means and what sustainability means, but I'm getting no response.
No response?
Fonlaması. They say that we don't know. When the exam time comes, they will learn, I'm sure.
Okay. How about sustainability? Does that ring a bell? What is sustainable finance?
Sürdürülebilirlik, sürdürülebilir finans bir şey ifade ediyor mu? Yeah, the answer is yes. Sustainability and sustainable finance means yes to them.
Okay. That's good. So I simplified the two terms a lot here. So crowdfunding is basically getting money from many people online. Yeah. To do a campaign. Yeah. To do a project. So it's basically investment by the means of other people. Other people are betting that on your project, and then you can get I don't know, you can try to achieve, yeah, what you have envisioned at the beginning. And sustainability is basically making a positive impact on society and the environment. So trying to be cautious of this world where we live and try to bring with something positive, to bring in something positive on the people around us and the environment itself. And these two terms are very, very, how to call that? People like them very much nowadays. It's many countries that are working towards understanding the two of them. So what we try to do in this particular project that we're presenting is basically to see how we can use this AI that we were just talking about to spot and to support sustainable crowdfunding campaigns. So we are looking first into those campaigns that we can call as being sustainable, yeah, that are making a positive impact on society and environment. Okay, and then we are trying to see how can artificial intelligence help us identify those campaigns, how can it support them, how can it explain those campaigns, what can we get out of it? Like if we combine all of these three fancy terms, AI, crowdfunding, and sustainability, what good can we take out of this? And there is plenty of good. There is plenty of interesting information that we can take out of this. So the data that we've used comes from two different crowdfunding platforms. Maybe you have heard of them or maybe not. So we have Kickstarter, which was based from the US, and it gathers international campaigns. So from all over the world, it has more than 146,000 Okay. And the data that we've gathered from the campaigns is from 2009 up to this year, up to April 2025 or March. I can't remember well. Okay, this is one crowdfunding platform, and this is publicly available data. We have a second crowdfunding platform, which is called Start Next, and has been implemented by Germans. Okay, and you see here we don't have so many campaigns anymore. We have now 9,500. But what is very interesting with this data set is that we have SDG tags. We have Sustainable Development Goals tags. So sustainability in the UN context translates into this sustainability development goals. And they are 17 as a number, okay? And what StartNext has done by human annotators, so people who has entered this data, was to tag each campaign. So they did the tagging for the 3 most prominent campaigns. We took the first one, yeah, the one that is predominant within each campaign. This data set is not publicly available. We cannot share this data with you. We cannot show how the data is organized with you because of the publishers of the data set that have shared it just with us in order for us to do this research, and then maybe they can get something good out of it as well. Okay, so what our data set contains is titles, descriptions, location, and success outcome mainly. And just to give you a glimpse on the Kickstarter campaigns, so this is after we have given it a SDG score. You can see here how the data is distributed amongst the campaigns that are not sustainability aligned against the ones who are sustainability aligned with the threshold that we have chosen of 0.1. So we've computed the score over here, and I'm going to show you the process of computing this score, okay? That is in between minus 0.1 and up to almost 1, okay, for sustainability. And then we have created a threshold that would define whether the campaign is indeed sustainability aligned or not. So we would consider everything in blue over here that has nothing to do with sustainability, just because the description of the campaign doesn't relate to sustainability goals. Okay, and here is the process. So for our method, we have used generative AI and in particular large language models to do to read the campaign text. So you know each crowdfunding campaign has a short description. In Kickstarter, it's called blurb. So we have read that description with AI, and we have also read the SDG descriptions. So you see here this first piece. This is exactly what we've done. So we took the campaigns from the web. There is a website called Web Robots, and this platform actually has all the Kickstarter data that you could need for this type of analysis. Okay, and then from the UN website, we took all of the 17 Sustainable Development Goals, SDGs, yeah, these ones over here, and then with the help of an LLM, we constructed the textual base. Okay, and then we calculated the similarity score using this network, these sentence transformers, which is basically a specialized deep neural network that would compute vectors out of your text, and then we could use those vectors in order to do matching. So what we've done here was to create vectors for each Kickstarter campaign with sentence transformers and vectors for each description of the SDGs. Yeah, so we have 17 vectors of the SDGs and 160,000, I can't remember how many campaigns. Yeah, that big number of vectors for all the campaigns. And then we matched the vectors together, okay, by just computing a score in between them, like a distance. Okay, And then we also used generative AI to help us explain which words were basically linking to the SDGs. So just to better understand, that whole vectorization process in behind. Okay, and then we also use something from the classical machine learning paradigm, which is the random forest machine learning algorithm, in order to justify this SDG alignment score. Okay, so let's move a bit forward over here. We have here the LLM-based SDG campaign alignment. So this is the LLM part in which we align the two. So everything from this database we have aligned. So we have computed a similarity score between the Kickstarter campaign description and the SDG description. Okay, and then we computed the framework to optimize and validate our approach. What does this mean? Like I was telling you earlier, we have the start next data that already comes with add notations. So we already know the SDG goals, the scores for start next. So what we've done over here was to train a random forest classifier in order to validate our approach. And then we used that classifier, on top of our Kickstarter campaigns, and we compared it to our own score, because what we're doing right now is not proposing a machine learning classifier to be the option, but we were basically just validating our approach using generative AI to see whether this is a feasible solution to help us moving forward, because in real life, you don't have SDG scores computing for your campaigns, for your textual data. But this is exactly what we wanted to test. So we were able to test this as we had the start next data. After we tested it and we've confirmed our methodology with this data set, with the start next data set, we were able to do an impact assessment on the campaigns that are SDG aligned. So those campaigns with the red that I was showing you previously in the graph. Okay, so everything that has passed the threshold of 0.1 was considered as being SDG aligned. And then basically we analyzed those campaigns to see what makes them SDG aligned and what can we learn from it. And then these are multiple analysis outputs that we have. So for example, we have the distribution of each SDG from 1 to 17. I cannot remember exactly what each goal means, honestly, but what I can tell you from this graph, so from this distribution, is that basically we have some outstanding means over here. So for example, for SDG number 4, as well as 6 and 7. So you see here some outstanding means that would tend to have those SDGs better aligned, okay, with the campaigns. So we would have a better alignment, for example, for the sustainable goal number 4 when compared it to number 8. Just as an example. So this is the type of analysis that you could get. And you can just do this by plotting basic box plots with your data that you get after you compute those scores. Another
question. Sorry.
Yes.
Did you use the classification number 1 to 17 as used in the UN's numbers, the same numbers?
Yes.
Maybe 4 goes to quality education, as far as I remember.
Yes. Yes.
Okay.
So we kept the same numbers. Nothing is changing in the interpretation of the results. Is that okay?
Yeah, that was the question. That's okay.
Okay. Okay, so we did other analyses at the end. We also have this similarity score segment. So we have split our scores into low, medium, high, and high, just to get the success probability by similarity score segment. And we can see that the low has the highest predicted success probability, whilst the high, of course, comes with the lower success probability. And this also comes from the distribution of the scores themselves. Like, we don't get too many campaigns for which the SDG alignment score would be very high. And you can see this on the graph. And then we did that distribution of keywords across the SDGs. So we have color-coded all the SDGs. So with the colors here, you have the SDG number. And then in here, you have the distribution for the most prominent, I don't know how many, 10 keywords, if I'm not mistaken. Yeah, 10 keywords. So the most prominent keywords that you could have there in the SDG aligned campaigns are help, new, make, project, world, book, art, film, children, and life. And you can see that help and new are the most prominent two, and they are distributed across almost all predicted SDGs. Almost all predicted SDGs, as you can see here on the map. And that's quite interesting because help and new, these are the two trigger words that campaigns are using most of the time. And if I'm not mistaken, this graph was plotted for the campaigns that were also successful. So not just the campaigns that were SDG aligned, but were also successful. They were able to meet their quota, so the proposed investment return. And you see here that it could be that if I want, for example, to go for a campaign online on Kickstarter, maybe I would look at this graph and I will try to use the words help and new, because it could be that they are more, they relate more to the success of the campaign as well as to the SDG alignment. So it's takeaways like this that you can have. And as for this, we've just put everything together in a dashboard in one moment in time to better understand the Start Next campaign data. So this is just Start Next. Everything that I was showing you before was Kickstarter. Start Next is that database that is labeled by human annotators, okay? And you see here the distribution of the Start Next data. In their approach, they consider the SDG alignment to be in between 0.5 and 0.6, whilst we have taken 0.1 as a threshold when we did our classification. And the results of the classifier, when we try to validate our approach, you can see the results on this confusion matrix. And basically what we're interested in is that these two numbers are as high as possible, and these two are the numbers. So on the diagonal with the purple, they would be as low as possible. And these are very, very good results. Just because the amount of false positives and false negatives, so the ones on the purple diagonal, they're quite low when compared to the true positives and true negatives. And I hope that you have knowledge of how to interpret these types of graphs as well. Just to put everything into some main conclusions over here, we have 34% of success prediction from SDG alignment. Okay, so those campaigns who are aligned with the sustainability development goals from the UN, okay, they have a very good overlap with success. Okay, and those sustainable campaigns have raised more money, they have lasted for longer, and they used words like help, community, and book. Okay, and why does AI matter anyway? It helps us, especially in this project, it helps us to automate this SDG labeling. It reduces manual work because the Start Next database was a database done manually, okay, and that takes time, and people don't have time to do labeling normally. And it makes sustainability communication clearer. Like, we can better understand those decisions, yeah, behind the scenes, behind our variables, okay, and we can better play around with the text that is being provided either by the SDG descriptions or by the campaign's description. Of course, it can also help the people who are backing, but the people who are funding those initiatives to support the causes that are aligned with SDGs, if that is actually what they are intended to do, right? If they want to also make a contribution to supporting the community and the environment in a positive way, maybe they would look for more SDG aligned campaigns instead of looking at all of the campaigns when they want to invest into something. Okay, and as for some of the main conclusions, we can say that sustainable branding helps with the campaigns. So if you make your campaign more sustainable oriented from a marketing point of view, you might have better outcomes, more success. Okay. A very good storytelling using SDG language improves the results, basically what I was just stating. And AI tools can help analyze data and guide decisions. Okay. And just as a main takeaway, AI isn't just for tech, it supports social good. Yes, so we can use it in order to bring us closer to understanding sustainability, sustainable development goals, and sustainability-oriented campaigns. And we can use it to drive sustainability and improve project success. And that's it for the first part. I'm just wondering if there are questions from the audience, but there is more to come also from Liana's side.
Stefana, it's a perfect presentation. I really loved it. You have a really gold database. The starter from Germany. That makes the difference.
Yes, we were very lucky to also have Carsten Wenzlaff from Germany in the team. He was actually also part of our Cost FinAI network. This is how we met him. And through his connections, we were able to get access to this data set. So it's amazing what actions like this cost one has done for us all. Like we are all here because of that action, and we have done this research because of that action as well, because not just the research itself was driven by the action or was supported by the action, but also the resources, like the data that we were able to gather was implicitly done via the network that we created within the action. So it was quite nice. Yeah.
We are a really lucky group. I feel like family in that cost action.
Same here, honestly.
And let me ask another question. Do you have any questions? Hiç sorusu olan var mı arkadaşlar? Yok. Teşekkür ederim. They are thanking you. They have no questions.
I'm happy. I hope you like Fry from Futurama. I like him. Okay. Liana, do you want me to stop sharing, or should I
Yes, I want to stop your sharing and I start share me. Hi, everyone. Again, you see an abordation which was an idea to develop a research paper, and you see how use the AI into a research research article. Now I start to ask you, how many of you know Python?
Python'la arası iyi olan kaç kişi var? They also have a course on Python. Another colleague of mine teaches them, and they're also coding with Python, but they are not responding. Kullanmıyor musunuz arkadaşlar? Söylesenize. Python. Okay.
How many?
I guess they are third grade students, so maybe it's a course in the fourth, so none of them in the class knows Python right here.
Okay, so they are. Sorry?
Let me ask to the online ones from WhatsApp group. Maybe some of them knows, because some of my students have background in computer engineering, etc.
Okay, but this part of presentation, it's for those of us which don't know how to implement and use a Colab to implement machine learning algorithm. Because I with Stefana or Stefana with I start to implement code and develop in Colab using Python. In the same time, nowadays, we can use AI for sustainability crowdfunding without knowledge in language program like Python. So we start to present you another abordation of this subject. For those of you which don't know Python, or we don't have time to implement what Stefana present. So in this part of presentation, we'll explore how AI can revolutionize crowdfunding, especially for sustainability projects. Sustainability matter now more than ever in area like combating climate change, promoting clean energy, or reduce waste. But this project often face on uphill battle in securing a fund. Crowdfunding has become a powerful tool for communicate to collaborate, support green innovation. Sustainability projects need fund to tackle issues like climate change and clean energy. Crowdfunding empowers community to support these causes, but standing out in a crowded space is a challenge. The key question is, how can AI help make this campaign more successful? Let's start by define AI in the context of crowdfunding. Artificial intelligence is the newest trend in all fields, and crowdfunding doesn't stay aside. There are many use cases of how AI can be used for crowdfunding. Create a narrative for crowdfunding campaign, generate graphic content and video, launch and optimize marketing campaign, help platform with due diligence, assess the project viability, and even forecast the run of investment. Identify and target the people most likely to support your campaign. Personalize your campaign to make it more engagement and complying. Predict whatever your campaign will success and recommended way to improve it. Key challenge in sustainability crowdfunding. Now, crowdfunding for sustainability, it's easy. There are key challenge that every campaign faced. First, identify the right audience who will care and go to contribute. This is critical and often difficult. Second, visibility. On a crowded platform like Kickstarter, or GoFundMe, it's hard to stand out. Thirdly, storytelling. If your message doesn't resonate, people won't engage. Finally, real-time feedback. Many campaigns fail because they don't adapt quickly to what working or not. Thinking of this problem like a funnel, you mean to have great idea, but if you can reach our engage your audience, the many won't flow in. So how can AI solve this challenge? AI can be a game changer for overcoming this challenge. Here how: audience targeting. AI analyze massive amount of data to pinpoint who is most likely to support your campaign. For example, machine learning can identify eco-conscious backers based on their activity online, like their social media interest or previous donation. Campaign optimization. AI tool can test your headline, video, or image to find out resonate most with your audience. A/B testing, for instance, can compare two versions of a post to see which get more engagement. Real-time analytics, AI tool monitoring your campaign performance live and suggest tweaks. For example, if engage deep, AI might recommend it boosting a social media ad at a specific time to maximize visibility. This solution makes a campaign dynamic and responsive, exactly what you need to success in a campaign environment. AI tool for crowdfunding.
Sorry to interrupt you, but your PowerPoint slide is stuck in the 16th one. So if you moved on, maybe we may change the slides also. It says you have 29 slides, but it's stuck in the 16th one.
Okay, I share again. If don't work, I ask Stefana to make share. So window, start.
Sorry to interrupt you.
No, this. Do you see?
It's loading now. Yes. Yes, slide 18.
So I present this slide. What is AI in crowdfunding? Key challenge in sustainability crowdfunding. The slide come with me.
Yes, now it's okay.
How AI solve this challenge?
Yes.
And the AI tool crowdfunding. If you want to create a crowdfunding show or a project, is not necessary to work only with your brain. It's possible to use these AI tools for create a campaign. Is present in this slide. If you want to create a campaign, you can use Kickstarter with AI. This platform provides creators with AI powered insight to improve their campaign. GoFundMe and AI GoFundMe use AI to recommend campaign to potential donor based on their interest. Indiegogo and machine learning. Indiegogo predict campaign success by analyze data from thousands of campaigns. You can also use a standalone tool to build your campaign like ChatGPT for writing, comparing description and emotional storytelling. Canva with AI to design eye-catching visuals. HotSuite for optimize your social media strategy. These tools make the process smarter and more accessibility, even if you are just starting out. It's time to see some case study. Do you see the slide with the case study one, a green energy project?
No, it's in the 21st one. Maybe you may change screen and...
Yes, maybe don't work with now. You see?
Screen share stopped right now. Maybe share again.
Yeah, share again. Sorry, it's a problem with my computer. Maybe it's too full. Memory. AI. Share. So this is a green energy project. The challenge: low visibility to and engage. Solution: AI identify eco-conscious community on social media. Personal email campaign based on user behavior and real-time adjustment to campaign strategy use AI analytic. Result: surprise the founding goals is one more than 1000% successful. So the next case study, plastic-free startup. Here another case study, a startup creating a plastic-free product. The problem, interactive messaging. Their campaign was connected with the baker. The solution, they use AI to write the campaign description, focusing on emotion appeals about reducing plastic waste. AI generated high quality video and visual that resonate with their audience. Predicted analytics help them choose the best time to launch their campaign. The result, they raised a huge amount in just 30 days. This case proved that AI can transform how you communicate your message to the world. AI-driven sustainability trend. AI is shaping the future of sustainability crowdfunding. Here are some top trends: eco-friendly AI tools. New AI tools are being designed with sustainability in mind, reduce their carbon footprint. AI drive storytelling. AI is helping campaign tell more powerful emotional story that connect with backers. Predictive modeling, more platform I use AI to predictive campaign success, helping creators set realistic goals. Ethical consideration is a challenge because in our day to the European Union continue to work to define this part. But AI is powerful, but is not without challenge. Here are some ethical concerns to consider. Bias in data selection. AI means target only creating group, leaving other out. Over reliance on AI. While AI is useful, it should replace human creativity and authenticity. Transparencies, backers should know how AI is being used in a campaign. How can ensure AI is used ethically in crowdfunding? Let's open this up for a quick discussion if you want. If you don't want, you have homework to respond this question. You want to start to speak on only take your home and
Biliyorsunuz. I will give them as a homework, and that will be their classwork also.
Okay. Maybe at home it's and send me a message with the answer of this question.
Maybe
Yes.
I can just step in over here and highlight the importance of the ethical considerations themselves and why your professor would want to give you homework on this, or why is Liana even insisting on this. So as a person that comes from a company that puts AI systems into production, so basically creates applications that are influencing people's lives, I cannot stress enough how important it is that we justify, like me as a developer, I have to always justify on how or on whether the use of the AI is being responsible or not, whether the application itself aligns with the ethical standards within the context that I'm working. It could be the European Union, it could be the US, it could be Australia, I don't know. It could be Asia. It does not matter, no matter the country where we deploy those products, so where people are using those apps, that are making decisions based on AI, we have to align on standards. So we have to make sure and to explain to everyone how ethical is the use of the application and how ethical the application itself it is. Otherwise, that application cannot exist. Otherwise, there are regulatory bodies that will come and shut us down. They will come and shut down the application. Then they will come with such high fines that they would either put people into jail or would bankrupt the company itself. So I'm just stressing this because we are using AI in production with a lot of caution. So we're being very, very responsible. We're being very, very ethical, and we try to do all the due diligence, all the analytics before we launch any product, just because of this. So yeah, I'm sorry. Go ahead, Liana.
No, it was. Thank you for this extra information. It's a very, very important point in all of this presentation. So, future of AI in crowdfunding, what's next is the question. AI powered the crowdfunding platform for nice market, increase virtual reality, image backers exploring your project, those virtual reality before donating. And blockchain integration, AI combined with blockchain will bring transparency to how funds are used, build trust with the backers. The future is exciting, and AI will continue to push the boundary of what's possible. So the conclusion of this part of presentation is AI and crowdfunding are a dynamic duo. AI make campaigns smarter, faster, and more impactful, but it's still just a tool. Human creativity and passion will always be at the heart of a great campaign. If you combine the power of AI, commit to sustainability, you can truly make a difference for the planet. And because you are a student and I am a teacher, I prepare for you a study case. Image, you are launching a crowdfunding campaign for a sustainability solar lantern designed for rural community without access to electricity. Your goal is to raise this amount in 30 days to fund production and distribution. However, the crowdfunding space is competitivity, and you need to leverage AI tool to maximize your successful. So I extract from literature review, AI for crowdfunding successful. You can use many tools like ChatGPT. How many of you do you know ChatGPT and use?
I see hands all over here.
Okay. How many of you do you know Hyperwrite?
One only here from the audience.
Wow, super. This is used to create a compelling description for a crowdfunding campaign. If you make your homework, you can use it. How many of you copy AI? Do you know copy AI?
No, no hands.
Is a powerful content generation tool that can help with drafting, compiling campaign description, create a copy for the campaign launch, write an email and campaign page copy. So you can use it also. How many of you know Clavio.ai?
Also no hands here. I don't see any hands.
Okay, it's a tool created for writing email and CMS copy. It apply AI, data science, and analytics to write personalized content. Also this when you start to create like a project, it's important to use perfection. Do you hear around the perfection idea? What do you do these tools? It's also an AI powered platform to Kickstarter and Indiegogo campaign, automatic rewards management to increase conversation. It's monitoring reward levels, tops up when running low, and create urgency by showing near sold out rewards. So I extract from literature review the AI, which is used to resolve your homework. So this tools is not difficult to use. It's only to create free. It's not necessary to pay. You have a free version to learn. And if you identify a good tools, you can go ahead and use the large version of these tools. So we close this presentation with Peter Drucker. The best way to predict the future is to create it. So I lanced this chart to create the future for you. Thank you.
Thank you, Liana. That was a perfect presentation. And also thank you to Stefana. It was a pleasure to host both of you here in Zonguldak, Turkey. And I hope our collaborative work will follow on. And this is an international collaboration and also interdisciplinary research platform. So it means a lot to me. Thank you. That was a great session. And I see smiling faces here. And they also, I believe that they are thanking. Maybe.
Thank you very much.
Thank you.
they are thinking in their own language.
Of course. Best of luck to you all. Best of luck at your exams and everything you do forward. This is for the student, and Gizay, thank you once again for this wonderful opportunity that you've given us. I hope we will continue with such initiatives forward.
I believe we will do it in the future again and again. Thank you. And I'm sending you my greetings and loves.
Thank you.
Thank you very much. Goodbye.
Bye.
Bye-bye.
Bye-bye.
Arkadaşlar şöyle kapatıyorum. Araya gidiyoruz. Ses kaydımız başladı. Kayıt da başladı. Görüntüyle beraber. Ekran paylaşımını kontrol ediyorum. Tamam, ekran kaydı da görünüyor. Şöyle bir sunuma dönüş yapıp hemen hızlıca bir üzerinden geçelim. Baktıklarımız içerisinde bir sürü konu 7'deyiz şu anda zaten. Dijital finans toplumsal etkileri. Bu bağlamda işte 4 numaralı başlıkta Avrupa Birliği dijital finans politikaları kısmıydı. Burada stratejiler bahsediyorduk. Avrupa Komisyonu 2020 dijital finans stratejisi. Ardından da bu dijital finans paketi için yer alan unsurlar. Bunlar üzerinde çok uzun bir şekilde durduk. Bunlarla ilgili bir sürü yapıda konuştuk her seferinde tekrar eden şekillerde. Sizlere ev ödevleri verdik, atamalar yaptık, sınıf içi uygulamalar yaptık. Bunların derlemesini, toplamasını yapacağız bu dersin kaydı bittikten sonra. Bir beraber konuşacağız. Eksik kalanları tamamlayacağız. Böylece dönem başında size Silibus'ta bahsetmiş olduğumuz her şeyi tamamlamış olacağız. Bu ders artık sonuçlandırma dersimiz. Arada işte bir classwork olarak en son biraz önceki derste Stefana'yla Liana'nın üzerinde durduğu noktayı size atama daha önce yaptığımda birazcık örtüşüyor olsa da farklılaştırarak sorabilecek miyim kontrol edeceğim. Gerekiyorsa onun da atamasını yapacağız. Böylece burayı tamamlamış olacağız. Şimdi bu bizim için önemli bir unsur. Baktığında burada devam eden şeyler GDPR ve finansal veriler kısım vardı. Bunlarla ilgili de konuşmuştuk. EIDAS'tan bahsediyorduk. Burada elektronik identity gördünüz. Elektronik kimlik ve güven hizmetleri tüzüğü kısmımızdan bahsediyorduk. Bunlar bizim için dijital finans politikalarını şekillendiren unsurlar. Ki zaten biraz önce Stefan'a kurumlara hizmet sunarken yapay zeka kullanımının ve bu verilerdeki düzenlemelerdeki detayların neden önemli olduğu üzerine de bir konuşma özellikle Liana'nın sunumu arasında yaptı. Şimdi temel politika belirleyici kurumları zaten hep ele alıyorduk. Bunlara baktığınızda bizim için 12. haftada bildiklerinizi sormuştuk. Dijital uçurumun azaltılması için hangi politikaların geliştirilmesi gerektiğine yönelik biz size sınıf içi ödevi ataması yapıyoruz bugün bu derste. Bununla ilgili konuşacağız. Artık burayla kalmayacağız. Devamından da gideceğiz. Takriben burası üzerinde 40 dakikalık bir süremiz olacak. Sonra ara veriyor olacaktık. Ama hani kaydın son ders olduğu için kaydı tamamlamak adına bütün kaydı bitireceğiz. Sınıf içinde sizlerle beraber ben çalışmaya devam edeceğim. Yani ara vermiyorum bu konuda. Geleceğe dair tahminler ve politik önerileri kısmına baktığında bunlar nelerdi? Baktığımızda 2030'a kadar daha önceki CDB'slerden bahsediyorduk öncesinde. Onlarla ilgili kısımları ele almıştık. Buralarda toparlamaya devam ediyorlar. Şimdi şu anda ne yapıyoruz burayla ilgili? Bunlar hep geçen hafta yaptıklarımız. Bakın şu konu ve bu konu politika ve program. Önceki haftalarda hep elimizde olanlar. Şurada göreceği geleceğe yönelik eğilimler ise 6.1 başlayanlar Decentralized Finance ve toplumsal etkiler kısmı. DeFi, merkeziyetsiz finans uygulamanın etkileri üzerine. Bu aradaki finansal aracılığı olan bağımlılığın azaltılması. Ki zaten biraz önce crowdfunding, kitle fonlaması boyutunda da nelerden? Buradan bahsediyorduk. Ve bunu yaparken de UN SDG'leri, Birleşmiş Milletler'in kalkınma hedeflerine, o 17 hedefe nasıl yaklaşırsan daha rahat hareket edersin. Onunla ilgili bir kısım vardı. Sürdürülebilir finans sağlarken, sürdürülebilir kalkınma amaçlarıyla, hedefleriyle eşleştirerek bu işi yürütüyorsan o zaman sen topluma yönelik, o sürdürülebilir yönelik daha merkezi bir konuda yer alabiliyorsun diyor. Ki burada da zaten baktığımda AB'nin dijital finans sürdürülebilir ve kapsayıcı ile ilgili bir çalışma olduğunu söylüyoruz. Yani biraz önceki sezon kızların gelip bize şey yaptığı bilgileri sundu. Aslında tamamen bizim buralarla örtüşüyor. Artı bu kitle fonlama işlemlerinde toplumsal faydanın katkının sağlanması boyutunda da ne kadar önemli sonuçları olduğunu orada görebiliyorsunuz. Baktığında burada neler var? Bizim çıkarımlarımızda dijital finansal yazıların arttırılması, işler için altyapı yatırımlarının sağlanabilmesi. Sonuçta sadece Türkiye, Avrupa gibi düşünmeyin. Bunu dünyanın her yerine, Afrika'dan tutun da farklı coğrafyalara kadar yayabiliyorsun. Bunlar önemli. Ve en önemli kısmımız baktığınızda tüketicinin korunması için olan önlemler ve verilerin güvenliği. O verinin nasıl işlendi? Burada da şeffaflık gibi bir unsurun olması lazım. Geldi geleceğe hazırlık kısmına. Burada ne var? Burada sizin gene uzam sisteminde açacak bir yerde bir ödeviniz olacak. Avrupa Birliği düzenlemelerinin dijital finansın geleceğini ve güvenliğini, kapsayıcılığını nasıl arttıracak? Bu sizce yeterli bir durumda mı? Bununla ilgili bir tartışma yapmanızı istiyoruz diyorum. Ve bunu böylece sonlandıracağız. Şimdi sınıf içi çalışmaya geleceğiz. Bu iş bittikten sonra konu değerlendirme anketimiz var. Bunu zaten size yaptırıyoruz. İsterseniz şimdiden alın, link elinizde dursun. Dersin sonunda doldurmanızı rica edeceğim ama bunu. Bu da bizim bu dönemki modülün sonu olacak. Son dersi. ubf320 dersini bu konuda tamamlayacağız. Şimdi kaydı durdurup ardından ne yapacağım? Kayıt sonrasında sizle birebir ilgileneceğim. Şu anda kaydı sonlandırmak için öncelikle şöyle bir Teams'e dönüyorum. Birebir sizle ilgileneceğim. WhatsApp'tan da bana yazmaya devam edebilirsiniz. Şimdi